Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Neghin, and for those of you that are returning, thank you so much. That I almost messed up. Maybe I did mess up and I won't realize until I'm editing, but it's been a long time since I've done an intro because we've been doing vlogs so much. But anyways, I am back to regular programming and back to normal videos. I will be including vlogs, but I need to take a step back from them for a second because that was a lot to handle during Vlogmas. But I'm glad I did it. I didn't hit my goal of 12, but I think we came close. I think we did 8. So it was a good first try. You guys, I can't believe it's 2019. That feels so crazy to say. But it's another year, which means it's time for beauty favorites. I don't think I did a beauty favorites last year because I know I launched my YouTube channel right before New Year's last year and I got a couple videos up, but I think like I just disappeared, which is something I talked about in my blog post. That is a huge goal for 2019 for me, and to stay consistent with content and maybe like even to sit straight because I'm like, whew, that is not good. But anyways, so YouTube is gonna be where a lot of that attention is gonna go because I love how I can like talk and connect with you guys, yet I can still comment back. I don't know, it just feels a lot more personal. But anyways, I must stop having, as I say in every intro, and we're gonna get right into it. So one of my subscribers, one of my very loyal subscribers, asked for a top 10 beauty favorites for 2018. So I've gathered together my top 10 beauty products here. So I have one for skincare, one for hair, and the rest are makeup. I originally wanted to include more hair and more skincare, but I really wanted to limit it to 10 things, and I just thought, to me, these makeup products stood out more than the other skincare and hair products that I wanted to include. And I think a lot of that is also because I just love makeup as much as I love hair and skincare. Makeup is just fun, and it always has been for me, so I think I just gravitate towards makeup more. But anyways, I'm gonna go through my top 10. I'm gonna tell you why they're my top 10, when I started using them, so you can kind of get an idea of whether I discovered them in 2018 or I've been using them for years. But yeah, let's get into this. In no particular order, I'm just gonna grab it as I see it. So I will just start with the first thing. And this is the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. If you guys follow me on, can't think, if you guys follow me on Instagram, which you should be, you guys know I've been using this forever. So this is my second tub of it, and it's almost done, as you can see. And it normally has a spatula, but at one point every time I have one of these, I just always end up losing the spatula or dropping it, so I end up throwing it away and just using my fingers. I have been using this product, wow, it's been like at least a year and a half. I want to say longer, but I'm not sure. But anyways, I use this almost every single night. There's some nights where I don't have makeup on, so I'll just go in straight with, you know, my cleanser. But I double cleanse anytime I have makeup on. So when I do double cleanse, I'll go in with this cleansing balm first, and I'll just put it all over my face. And honestly, if I have time, I will let that sit for like 10 minutes. So what that does is it not only breaks up all the makeup, but it actually helps hydrate your skin as well. So, and it's filled with collagen, so I just want to leave it on as long as possible. Then after 10 minutes, I take, I think they're called a micelline. I'm probably totally butchering that, but it's like, almost looks like a cheesecloth. I take the cloth, I soak it in warm water, and then I take the cloth and I just wipe off the makeup. So I don't actually rinse this product off, I wipe it off with a cloth, and then I'll go in with my face wash. So this is used any night I have makeup on, so that I would say that's like 5 days out of the week. And I absolutely love it, my skin loves it, it smells to die for. They sent me a candle in the scent. I haven't even lit it because I don't want it to finish because it's only seasonal. Oh my god, I could eat this. Anyways, this is like I had to pick one skincare product, you guys. And you guys, I talk about skincare a lot, so you know how hard it was to pick one, and this was my standout product for 2018. I'm absolutely obsessed. I have no bad things to say about it. I think I've used, I mean, I know I've used it on Instagram and Insta stories. I think I've used it on YouTube before too, if I've done any Get Readies with me, which actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I have. But anyways, I love this. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is an eyeshadow palette. So this is the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. It's gonna look a little crazy because I actually use this a lot, but it has a great like color range. You have like, you know, a few like, oh, I can't even hold this. You got some pops of color, you got shimmers, you got mattes, you got like everything you need for a bunch of different looks. I got this in June of this year. So, I mean, it launched in June. So I got it in June. I was gonna say it's a new discovery, but it had to be new discovery because it came out this year. But anyways, got it in June, became obsessed with it. Went on a 3-week trip, the beginning of July. So like 2 weeks after this, and I didn't even think about it. It was the only palette I took on my 3-week trip. It is one of the main things I reach for almost every day, whether or not I do my makeup. It's actually the eyeshadow I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and the only color I have in is Riff. So excuse my makeup, I've actually been wearing this look all day. And I had a bunch of events and a bunch of like meetings today, so I've been running around with this makeup since this morning. But on days where I don't want to do a heavy eye, I always either go in with a bronzer as my like crease color, or Riff. Like Riff, I'm surprised I haven't hit pan in that because I use that almost daily. So Riff and actually Baja are probably my two favorite colors. I like to mix them a lot. A very typical look for me would be Riff in my crease, Punk in my outer V of my eyes, and then a sweep of Baja throughout, and then like one of the shimmers on my lids, this one like in the inner corner. I have used the colors before. I mean, you can see they've been like, I think I've used every shade in here except Guilt Trip, except actually the purples. So those are the only ones I haven't used, it looks like, but I've used everything else. I love this palette. I have, again, no bad things to say about this. I'm a palette junkie. I think I've shown it on stories. I'm sorry that I like talk about Instagram so much on YouTube, but it's like the most like constant, I guess, source of like social media that I'm on. But anyways, I think I was doing a decluttering or something, and I just showed my palettes on Insta stories, and you guys went nuts because it's like a ridiculous amount. And I know that I do a lot in beauty and skincare, but I'm not like a beauty YouTuber, and I'm not like a beauty influencer. Like, this is still new to me, and I just organically fell into it, and I think that's why it's doing well, because it's something I'm really passionate about and something that I love and I have a lot of experience in. So but anyways, back to it. So just for like a normal person, I have a lot of palettes. Like, it's insane. But anyways, I love palettes, and this is the one I've reached for almost every single time I've done my makeup in the past 6 months, basically. Nothing bad to say about it. Okay, next up. I'm just gonna talk about this really quickly because I don't even think this needs an introduction or any words, but this is my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. I think this is used in every single tutorial that I've done on YouTube. I think it's used in all my tutorials on Instagram. Unless I'm testing out a brand new mascara, that's the only time it's not included. But this is the only mascara I reach for. This, and I do have a drugstore favorite, but when it came to picking like one mascara, it wasn't like, I didn't even think about it, I just grabbed it and put it on my desk. I've written about this on blog posts, so I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I love it. It's a mascara I'm wearing today. It's a mascara I wear every single day, and I will leave it at that. What next? Okay, let's go into lip color. So this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and it looks like this. And this is the color Los Angeles. It's what I'm wearing on my lips. And if I had to explain this color, it looks a lot darker in the tube, by the way. But as you can see on my lips, this is basically my lip color, but a little more pigmented. So when I don't want it to look like I'm wearing like a lip product, I will put this on. And I mean, granted, it does look like I'm wearing a lip product, but it looks natural because it's literally if I like only put it on half my lip, you would see the difference because it's more pigmented, but it's the same exact shade of my lips. It's really crazy. So this actually stays in my purse. I was like freaking out when I was looking through my lipstick drawer for this, and I was like, why can't I find it? Where is it? And I was like, duh, it's in your makeup bag in your purse. This stays in my purse. This is one of the few products that actually live in my purse and rarely come out. So I love this. It also doesn't really feel like anything. So it's not like a matte liquid lipstick where you can like feel it go like on your lips. Like a lot of liquid lipsticks feel like that because, well, it makes sense because it's called a lip cream. So it's matte. I don't want to say it's transfer proof, but it's like transfer resistant. Like it will still like leave a mark, but it won't completely come off. And it feels like a cream. It's really light. It has like a whipped formula. I love it. It's great. It lives in my purse. So what's next? I see this like peeking in the video, so let's just talk about this really quickly. This is the only hair product that I'm going to talk about. So again, you know it's really, really big. I'm actually not using this in my hair today because today is newly washed hair, and I try not to put product in my hair on the first day because it's actually a trick to like help your blow dry it last longer. So this gets used like days like 2 through 4 and 5, depending on how long I go without washing my hair. I know that sounds disgusting, but that's the truth. So I guess I'll just show you guys right now, just because I feel like it's ridiculous that I'm talking about this as like best of beauty and then it's not in my hair. But this is, by the way, I'm talking about it and I'm not even saying what it is. It's the Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. It comes in this beautiful bottle. I have this and I have a travel size, and it goes everywhere with me. So I obviously keep the big one at home, and I have like 2 or 3 travel size ones on backup because I take it on every single trip. By the way, can you see that my chest is turning red? So I normally don't wear anything that shows my chest because that's actually a dead giveaway of when I'm like nervous or excited. My chest turns bright red. But anyways, so I just noticed that and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I don't wear anything that's low cut. That, and also like nobody wants like a potential nip slip, right? Anyways, back to what we're talking about. Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. I love everything I've tried from this brand. This is actually probably one of my favorite hair brands. I do love, for example, I don't know if I should even talk about this because it's like not in my top 10, but like I love the Tresemme, why can't I think about it? I love the Tresemme hairspray. I love the Moroccan oil, like hair oil, but there's things from each of those brands that I don't care for. But Orbe is the only brand that I know I can use anything from the brand, and not only does my hair love it, but I love it. Like I love the smell, I love the way my hair feels, all of that, and the way the products work. It's a really great brand. But anyways, so I don't even know if you're supposed to shake it, but I always do. But this is how I use it. So I just like grab some hair and I just spray a little bit in there, and then I start playing with my hair until it gets a little life in it. So you can already see like the difference from each side. Like I barely sprayed anything, and this is also newly washed hair, so it's like very limp, but you can already see how like this side has picked up and this side is still flat. So I'm not gonna spray too much more because again, I don't like to spray products in my hair on the first day. But Orbe Texturizing Spray, other than the first day of washing my hair, this is in my hair every single day, and it smells really good. So it's also like a good hair refresher in the sense that like it makes your hair smell good even if you haven't washed it in like 4 days. So, oh, I think we're halfway through. Yay! Alright, so next up we're going to talk about primer. So this is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Don't judge me because I use my fingers to grab it because I of course lost the spatula that this comes with. But this is what it looks like. I don't even know how to like explain the consistency, but it feels very silicone-y. Oh, one sec. I think that's my food. Hold on. Okay. That was my food, but we're gonna finish this video first. So, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying, but I started using this product in like late July, early August, and I actually don't think I've used any other primers. I'm like genuinely trying to think if I've used any other primers, and I don't think I have. I'm not gonna say I for sure haven't. There's another product that I'm gonna talk about that I can tell you I for sure haven't used anything since I started using it. This one I'm pretty sure I haven't. But basically, I don't even know how to explain the formula. Oh, I think that's what I was talking about before at the doorbell. I don't know how to explain the formula or the texture, but it just goes on and it's so soft, so velvety, and it literally covers all my pores, blurs them out. And normally that's something you get with products that have silicone in it, and this is silicone free because Tatcha in general is like a natural, and I say natural because obviously they do have like products that aren't natural, but it's like a clean brand. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's a clean brand. So it's like I can use this on my skin, have the results that all those silicone based primers have without all the bad ingredients, and that's pretty amazing when you think about that. So I love this primer. Let me talk about that product that I said I can for sure say that I've never used anything since I've gotten it. And today is literally the only exception. That's because I was testing out a new, it's actually not even a foundation. I'm not wearing foundation right now. It's a new BB cream, or is it tinted moisturizer? It's a new tinted moisturizer that I haven't used, that a brand sent me, and you guys had questions about it on Insta stories, so I decided to use it so I can tell you what I thought about it. So today is literally the only exception to this statement, but I can promise you, since I've gotten this foundation in September, so it's been a solid like September, October, November, December, 4 months. It's been 4 months. And it's the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. You guys, I have not used any other foundation, with the exception of today, since I started using this in, what's it called? In September. It is amazing. So I know that you guys, at least the ones that have been following me along, you know, in my like very beginning of my tutorials, I used to always use the Derma Blend concealer. And still to this day, like, it is my go-to concealer. I still use it when I'm like wearing tinted moisturizer, BB creams, or if I decide not to wear anything but still need to cover the hyperpigmentation, I use the Derma Blend concealer. That actually should probably be in my ride or die, in my 2018 favorites, but I didn't, this is the crazy thing, I didn't think to include it in my 2018 favorites because in the past 4 months I haven't used it. And the reason I haven't used it is because of this foundation. This foundation is a medium to full coverage foundation. You can build it up without it looking cakey. It covers up all my acne, all my hyperpigmentation without needing the concealer. It doesn't crease, and I swear to God, it looks better as the day goes on. So this is an absolute ride or die foundation. I have not touched anything else. This is the color 3.50, but I also know that I wear a 3.20. Like right now, I'm basically a 3.20. When I have my self tanner on, I'm a 3.50. So just to give you an idea of my colors. I just dropped the mic because I don't think there's anything better on the market foundation wise. So I'll leave it at that. A couple more things. I'm gonna start with probably the bougiest product of them all, but again, this is something that you guys have seen on my tutorials, so it's no surprise, but it's the Soleil Tan de Chanel Cream Bronzer. I'm a huge fanatic of cream bronzers. I love them. I think they're a lot more natural, and I don't know what it is, but I started using, let me put this into perspective. I started using this Chanel bronzer. I was still in law school. So it's been at least 4, I think honestly 5 years since I started using this bronzer. Not the specific one, this is my second one, but they last a really long time. I think this one I've had, it's gonna look so gross, but I'll show you guys, not too close so you can't see how gross it looks, but there you go. This, I think each one lasts me like 2 to 3 years, which I do think is like way past, I just dropped that. Oh, the expiration isn't even on this. If I had to guess, this is probably like one of those products that you're just not supposed to use after like a year of opening it. Oh, it says actually 18 months. So I'm like good 6 months past this expiration point, but it doesn't smell weird. That's like a big giveaway that makeup has expired. It doesn't smell weird, it hasn't changed colors, it hasn't changed consistency, so I say keep using it until one of those things happen. But this is also like a forever ride or die. I haven't found any, actually, So I found a cream bronzer that was comparable in texture, not so much color, but in texture, from the drugstore too. But they discontinued it, so I won't even say the brand, but it was heartbreaking when that happened. Now that that one has been discontinued, this is the only cream bronzer that I've ever truly loved. And this will be one of the products that I use until I'm sure I'm like old and wrinkly and can't even be putting makeup on anymore, but I still do. So I love this. While we're on the topic of bronzers, I am gonna talk about a drugstore bronzer that I absolutely love, and this one's a powder bronzer. I know I've talked about, I'm like looking over at my stuff. I know I've talked about a lot of high-end stuff in this video, and I do apologize for that. I do try to like keep everything as equally balanced between high-end and drugstore price, affordable price stuff. But I really want to stay true to myself and stay true to you guys and really talk about the top 10 products that stood out to me this year, regardless of the price point. So I know most of this stuff is higher end or like Sephora like price point stuff, but this is another drugstore one. I know we talked about NYX, the lip color, but this is actually another product from NYX. So this is the NYX matte bronzer, and this is in the color medium, but I also have the color dark. It is like, I mean, you can see I hit panel like everything, but this is the color of the medium, and then the darker one's a little more like orangey and deeper. But anyways, I love this product. This was the only, not that I was like YouTubing or Instagramming back then, but this was the only bronzer I took with me on my bachelorette party, and I don't know why I remember that, but I do. So I started using this about 3 years ago, because it was right around the time I discovered it right before my bachelorette, and I loved it so much that I took it on my bachelorette party. And then I used this probably for like a year or so, and then like I think at that time, like fast forward like a year and a half, I think then I also discovered like the butter bronzer, and then like 6 months after that I started getting into like makeup and stuff on Instagram, and I started receiving a lot of bronzers, so I just always started trying out a bunch of new stuff. And then about like 2 months ago I was going through my makeup and I saw this again. I was like, you know what, I used to love this, why did I stop using it? And the past 2 months I've been using it every single day. I just got back from Austin, and this was the only bronzer, in addition to the Chanel one, but this was the only powder bronzer that I packed with me, and I've just fallen in love with it again. It goes on really buttery, really creamy. It's super easy to blend. I use it with like a fluffy contour brush, but I say fluffy because I don't use it as a contour. I think it's a little too orange as a contour, but I do use it like in the contour areas, but a little more messy as a bronzer. And I don't know, I just love this color. I think it's great for your skin tone. It makes you look like you're sun-kissed, or I said your skin tone, but it's great for my skin tone. But I know the deeper one is really great for, like, I use that when I'm really tan, and I want to say they have more shade ranges. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna get better at like knowing these things. Like I know the Beauty Blender, I know there was a lot of like commotion that they didn't come out with a huge shade range. But they did just expand on it, and I think now they have like 40 plus shades. That's amazing. But I'm gonna start, you know, being a little more well versed in stuff like that. But anyways, I love this. It's amazing, and I'm wearing it today. Okay, last but certainly not least, this is another product that I also discovered in 2018. I'm not sure what took me so long to jump on this specific bandwagon, because I have been color correcting my under eyes for the past 4 or 5 years when I need to. But for some reason, I never picked up this product, and this is the Becca Cosmetics Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and this is the light to medium. They do have a medium to dark, and I believe those are the only 2 shades for this, which is okay because regardless of skin tone, the whole point is to make your under eyes brighter, and this is what it does. So I use this, I'm actually just starting to get like the divots, the teardrop divots in my skin, which is really scary because like that you can only fix with filler, and I'm not at that point in my life yet. But before I started getting that, the only real problem I had with my under eyes was that if I didn't get enough sleep, that they would just become dark. So I'm lucky in the sense that I don't have dark under eyes all the time, but I definitely get them. Especially because I'm Middle Eastern. I think that's like a really like big like thing in Middle Eastern countries. I don't know why I stuttered on that, but basically Middle Eastern women and men have to deal with like their dark under eyes, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like hereditary or what it is, but anyways, I put this on. So I know that some people put this on over makeup, but I actually like this on under my foundation. So I'll go in and I will basically, after I prime my skin, I will put this under my under eyes and just blend it in with my fingers. I don't even blend it in fully. I almost let it like shine through. It's a little tacky, it's a little emollient, but I like that, it's like sticky. And then I go in with my foundation and then my under eye highlighter with like my concealer, like the Tarte Shape Tape or whatever you use. But the reason I don't think it's great that this is sticky is because I feel like the foundation, the concealer, the powder, everything just sticks. And because this is already brightening your eyes from like underneath and out, it's just amazing. I feel like this quick 10-minute video just became a 30-minute video. At least that's what it says on my screen. So let's see what I can edit that down to. So I'm gonna stop talking, but these are really my top 10 items that I genuinely don't think I could live without. Most of them have been in my life for years. Some of them are new additions like from 2018, but regardless, they all get the Neghin stamp of approval. And I was about to say that's not something I give out easily, but I don't think I've actually ever said that on Instagram or YouTube. So this is the first time I'm gonna say that. These all get the Neghin stamp of approval, and I'm very picky because, as you guys know, I'm super sensitive skin. So when I find something that works for my skin, I just really stick to it. Anyways, I'm starving. All I can think about is my food over there. So I'm gonna go eat, but I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys like favorites, if you guys want to see like top 10 of, you know, every month, like top 10 favorites of every month, please give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you guys like this video, that you guys like this kind of content, and that I should keep creating more. But yeah, also make sure to comment, subscribe. That's the biggest thing. I really want to grow this family, and it's a lot of hard work that goes into this, so it means a lot if you guys subscribe to my channel. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.